Hello, everybody, and welcome to my Introduction to Accounting series. This is part 3, What is a Liability? So remember, we are escaping from reality and imagining we are in a world that where all transactions happen only on December 31st. We're focusing on assets, liabilities, and owner's equity. What is a liability? A liability is an item or something that has to either be repaid or potentially satisfied with the delivery of goods or services. It can also be things like a contingent liability, meaning that one of our drivers has crashed the car and we don't know what damages we're going to be liable for that employee, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. Okay, common liabilities you're going to find are accounts payable. What are accounts payable? We've bought goods or services on account and we have to repay for those goods later. Payroll liabilities, we withheld amounts from employees from their paychecks, but we have not yet paid the government, or we have not made our employer contributions. Those are payroll liabilities. Taxes payable. Did I collect sales taxes on sales, but I haven't remitted it yet to the state? Or have I not paid yet income taxes, property taxes? The next one is going to be unearned revenue or deferred revenue. I've received cash from my customer, but I have not yet performed the service or provided the goods. Great example, I made a deposit on the Cybertruck. We haven't received our Cybertruck yet. So as we'll see momentarily, Tesla is going to record that as a deposit. Unearned revenue, I've paid Tesla for a subscription for self-driving cars or for a future upgrade for my vehicle. I don't own a Tesla, but I'm happy to take one for free. Right over here, loans payable, we're borrowing money. Interest payable, it's the interest on the loan payable. Bonds payable, Daniel Craig is our last name's bond. I'm just kidding. A bond payable, it's similar to an interest-only loan. Larger companies use these for financing. Okay, so that's what liabilities are. Liabilities are not our friends that make awkward statements to others. Our friend is a liability. I went to a bar, my friend had a little bit too many, and that my friend is a liability. That's not a liability for financial accounting. Political liabilities, full entertainment for the rest of us. Okay, let's now take a look at some publicly traded companies. And let's go over here to, let's look at our friends at Tesla. Okay, so for Tesla, right over here, in terms of their balance sheet, we look at their liabilities, accounts payable. They've gotten services or they've received goods. They have not yet paid for them. Accrued liabilities and they may have some other obligations that were not on account. Deferred revenue, customers have paid for services like upgrades to their different vehicles. That is a deferred revenue because they've received cash for something they have not yet performed. Customer deposits, I made a deposit on the Cybertruck. Tesla has not yet delivered the Cybertrucks, at least not mine. I'm just kidding. Current portion of debt and finance leases, deferred revenue. So again, every company like assets here for GameStop, accounts payable, accrued liabilities, lease liabilities, borrowings, long-term debt. Over here, liabilities, accounts payable, partners payable, and this is for Meta Platforms, partners payable, deferred revenue, and deposits. Again, as we go through here, Netflix, deferred revenue, meaning they've received money from subscriptions that they have not yet satisfied basically from the users watching the content. Over here, you've got right over here, this is Disney's liabilities, accounts payable, current portion of borrowings, deferred revenues, and other. So again, you're going to kind of see a lot of similarities, but those are liabilities. Those are obligations that need to be repaid or services that we have to go through and perform. I want to thank you. Please feel free to leave your questions below. And I really appreciate your liking and subscribing. And I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Have a great day.